We are back for another day of the allotment. It's about 20 degrees and a mix of sun and cloud, which makes it a lot nicer for working on. So Colin's already at work. You could probably hear the weed whacker in the background. He's cleaning up the edges because we're going to build our fence today. And then I am going to finish up the last of the trenches, and then I'm going to replant the chives and strawberries and the asparagus that I brought. So I'm going to do my perennial garden in the back there, so you can join us.
Big clouds over there.
I know. And they look very stormy. I feel like at some point I should measure what we have left.
Yeah, 100%.
And then make beds that make the most sense for that. I feel like when we get access to this allotment in May.
Got a stick for you?
Oh, I feel like when we get access to this allotment in May,
yeah,
we're gonna have to spend the first few visits purely weeding.
Oh, no doubt. I can imagine that is true.
I don't know how to stop this from looking exactly like this every year.
Yeah, those weeds are gonna take a while to deal with.
It's just wild how it just took a single year.
I know.
Or like not even, right?
Who knows how well weeded it was before.
I know.
Might have never been that well weeded.
I'm just gonna say, when we stop paying for this, whoever gets this,
yeah,
it's gonna get a nice allotment. I think once everything is built,
yeah,
we'll just have to come back to weed.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we'll just come back and spend the whole time weeding.
That's what a lot of people think, just weeding.
Yeah. Until the broccoli is ready to go. And then once all that's ready to be planted, I guess I need to update my Hori Hori knife review. My Hori Hori knife review was like, this thing's okay.
Yeah.
It's just okay.
Yep.
At some point I want to measure the length and width of these gardens and how many we have.
Yeah.
Just to get an idea of how much square foot of planting space there is.
Yeah.
If it's rained a bunch here, I would say my garden's done a really good job of not being like a muck hole.
Yeah.
So the water drainage has got to be half decent.
Yeah.
It's almost my break time. I am unionized. So if we're going to flatten this out,
yeah,
see how it's kind of flat here and risen over there?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what to do with all the soil because these already are really big trenches.
Well, we gotta fill all that back area properly.
You want to raise over there?
Somewhat.
I want to lower that too.
Falling edge.
No, I want to lower it too.
Okay.
So I was wondering if we wanted to dig and then have a big pile of dirt here.
Oh, against the wall? Sure, we could. Works for me.
To be honest, I almost feel like, I actually do feel like this might be too wide. I guess, now that
it's really hard though, because if the weeds come over, it's really annoying to deal with the weeds. It does feel like it's getting tighter, but...
Well, I'm just trying to figure out the use, once their stuff is up and running too?
Yeah.
Do we need this wide of one on this side? I don't think we need a wide walkway on both sides, we need to pick one.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess you can come all the way to the edge.
I don't want to go all the way to the edge, but I'm thinking maybe to here.
Sounds reasonable.
And just keep it narrow so you can walk through here.
Sounds reasonable, yeah. So let's dig this out and add to it.
Yeah, so flatten it and just go to the end there. Yeah, but first I take a break. Just going to quickly show you guys what I've been working on because it looks like it might rain, so I do want to bring, these skies are looking a little rainy, so I do want to make sure that I show you guys what I've done before I have to put you in the car. So I've started a trench here, and I'm going to put my strawberries right there because I feel like it's such a good spot when you're sitting over there to be able to eat strawberries. And then, so I made another pathway here, and then I built this trench as well. So we just need to work on that back pathway over here. But otherwise, we have almost the whole thing is done except for the pathways. We still have to work on the pathways. And then I'm going to build one more pathway right here and then build one really large trench right there. Since there is a little laneway back here, I'll be able to access it from there and from right here. So then having a 4-foot trench or mound right there will be totally fine. I think it'll work really good. So I have one last one to work on. And then from here on in, We have to build the pathways and then essentially just manage the weeds until I can plant my fall garden in here. And then once the broccoli and cabbage and cauliflower are ready to go, I'll plant those in here and then continue to manage the weeds. But for now, I'm gonna put you inside because it's not looking so good. Okay, so it just started to rain, so we are now done gardening. We almost finished all of the trenches and Colin finished cleaning up all of the fence area. And then we planted the strawberries, the chives, and the asparagus, and it's just perfect timing because now they're gonna be watered, so I can't really take you on a tour of the garden, but I can show you it through the window, and that's the best you'll get. We were able to get almost all the trenching done there. So we just weren't able to finish the very back one there, but we planted the asparagus and the strawberries. So all in all, that's pretty good, and it's really starting to look like a garden now. So anyway, that's it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll give you a better tour next time I come here when it's not raining. Hey everybody, we are back at the allotment based off my No Name brand umbrella. It's been maybe 2 weeks since we've been here. I think we might have come really quickly last week or something, but we were only here for like 10 minutes, if that. We just came to water and then we left. So I don't think we've been here since the video that I just attached at the front of this one where we didn't film very much because we got rained out. I'm excited because the fava beans have sprouted, so I'll show you guys that. But the weeds are so bad, like so bad. So I'm glad that it's pretty well September, so that way the weeds can die back in the winter and I can start fresh next year, because they're really bad and I'm stressed out about it. So it's gonna be a lot of work, especially because my neighbor still hasn't been here, I don't think, in the last like month since we met him for briefly. So that means that as long as he's here, not here maintaining his weeds, they're gonna keep seeding all over our garden. And then of course you can see the neighbor behind me doesn't exist either. So I don't know what's going on, why nobody got off the wait list for that garden there. So today the plan is Colin's just gonna go wild over and over again, bringing wood chips over, and then we'll just move them into place. And I'm going to plant my fall veggies and also do weeding because obviously I have to weed. And then I still have to finish this trench on my left here, but that's kind of low priority compared to how bad the weeds are. I love that there's crows here because my crows don't come to my garden at my house, and so this is the literal type of place where you need to have a scarecrow, and I think that's so funny because I've never experienced that before until I actually need a scarecrow. Then it's not going to be so funny. Okay, let's go weed. I'll take you on a quick tour first. Okay, so the last time we were here, you watched as we planted asparagus and strawberries and chives. And then of course our seating area. And then these are the weeds. Like, that's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Look at these walkways. I'm very sad about it all. So here are the broad beans all coming up now, which is so fun. And my corn has gotten way bigger, so I'm gonna pull the insect netting off the corn now and put it over top of my fall vegetables. Oh, and I have basil. I have so much weeding to do. I don't even know where to start. These poor plants. You can't even tell I have basil because the weeds are so bad. Can you even see the basil? My camera's being... So, let's figure this out together. Womp womp.
What do you know about corn seed?
Why? Who has it?
Somebody found it on the ground over there, so I was talking to her.
Oh, apparently you can eat it.
Yeah, she's eating it.
Oh, she's eating it fresh.
Well, no, she's gonna go home and cook it, but she found it. Somebody threw it out.
Oh.
She found it on the ground, and she's like, oh, look what I found, corn smut. I'm like, what do you do with it? She's like, it tastes like mushrooms.
It's like a disease on your corn.
Yeah. big fan.
So she eats it regularly?
I don't know. She says whenever she finds it, she eats it.
Whenever she finds it, what, on the ground?
Somebody threw it out. She's excited to tell me.
I'm so funny. And you're like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah. I'm like, I've never had it. I've heard of it, but I don't. Never had it, so.
Oh my goodness.
What happened?
There's mint in these beds.
Oh, I can imagine, eh? Is this mint too?
Yeah, I think they're all mint.
How do you pull it out safely?
You just
take the roots
I'm
out?
just pulling.
Yeah.
What are you
They come off pretty easily.
I know, because I think it's all such loose soil.
Where do you put it? Compost.
I haven't done anything. That's why it's in my hand.
Cardboard box over here.
You're going to drop it on there?
Yeah, that way we can just take it out after.
Okay.
Yeah, for another load. That's how much I got the first time. Nothing.
I know it. I wish that we could just be like, can you just drop like some over here?
I wish I had a digger.
I know. Imagine we brought like a little like motorized digger
Right?
and you just drove it back and forth.
Oh my god, it would be so fun.
A tractor.
Get like a bucket load. I bet you only need it for like 3 trips.
Well, you know there's a Home Depot close by.
Yeah, but they have to deliver it. We don't have a towable.
That's true.
I mean, I bet you I can tow that.
Bye! It's nice that the weeds are coming out easily, but I'm not even on this. This is like one of those things that people talk about why tilling is kind of useless, is because all it does is like turn up any seeds that hadn't germinated yet, so you oftentimes end up getting more weeds than you started with. But I just don't think that the condition that the garden was in, that really tilling, I feel like tilling was the only option. Ah, should use the hoary knife. What am I doing? I feel like I can't even begin. Like, you can't even tell the difference between what's purposely planted here and what is a weed. That's how bad they are. It's also weird that I planted these tomatoes like quite a while ago. And I'm not really doing that much. I mean, they did get pulled up out of somebody's garden really late in the season, but I kind of thought they would do a little bit more. But this is kind of a fun experiment because I get to see what you plant when, and you guys are my record and see how well things do. Like my corn. Will it make it? Will it not? We don't know. But I only come here once a week, so then really it doesn't get watered very well. Here comes Colin squeaking away. You snuck up on me.
Yeah, right. Seeing me from a mile away.
Yeah. Where did this person find this corn slot?
It was just at the entrance there by the where the wood chips are. Somebody had it in their yard, I guess, and threw it out because they didn't want it.
They just threw it into the wood chip pile?
No, they threw it onto the ground. People just throw their garbage everywhere.
Oh.
So I guess they didn't want it in their property because I guess it spreads. So they just like threw it out.
It's weird people just throw things on it. I feel upset about the amount of mint. I get that people like mint in their food, but if you know you're on borrowed land, I don't know. I feel like it's a stretch to plant on borrowed land and be like, the next person's gonna want this. Especially, I mean, it's one thing if it's like strawberries or something that contains itself, but plant something invasive, like heavily aggressive, like mint, and just assume that either you're going to keep this garden forever or that the next person's going to want it. I just think there has to be some thought into the fact that this is not your land, permanent land, but rather something that you're privileged enough to be able to rent. I think Colin might be wearing mismatched gloves and not even realizing it. Here comes Colin again. You can hear him squeaking his way over. Whatever I pulled definitely irritated my skin. I cannot tell Colin, because he'll tell me I told you so. Did you know that you're wearing mismatched gloves?
Oh, I didn't know that. You need one of them?
No, it's fine.
I did not know that. That's a good one.
Well, you know, I was trying to put these tomatoes up, but I didn't bring any. Oh, I do have ties actually. So we should probably tie these things up. My garden looks like it's full of plants. It's just the wrong kind of plants.
We got there.
We're gonna stay up late tonight because it's Saturday.
Oh.
And that's what people do.
Spray you, or you already sprayed yourself?
I would. That's what people do on Saturdays. They stay up partying.
Should we order pizza?
You want to order pizza?
Yeah, we should order
That
pizza.
takes longer than making it.
No. Ordering pizza shows up early.
No, because they get it wrong.
This time we tell them, don't get up.
That's gonna work. So I'm gonna plant some of the stuff, like, I mean, it's cabbage and shit, so it's really, I probably need 2 more rows
Okay.
to plant all the plants that I have.
Oh, for sure. But what are you gonna do with that straw? You're just gonna plant them?
I'm wondering if we should just put wood chips over top of it for this time around.
We could.
And then we can, yeah, like maybe we'll cover these, because you can see the difference between the trenches that are covered in mulch versus the ones that are bare. There's like way more weeds
coming
in the bare ones.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Way more soil coming through.
Like the weeds are way bigger and more in the bare ones. So I'm thinking we'll put maybe the 2 bare rows in front of the top of these.
Mm-hmm.
And cover them with chips.
Good idea.
I'll weed those 2 rows.
Hello. Probably thought she knows us, but she doesn't know us. She got it on camera? Does she want to be on camera maybe?
Okay, so we'll do the 2. I'm gonna weed these 2 rows and then plant. And you'll keep doing mulch.
No.
And then we'll mulch the rows.
Should I bring it into this? Should I start putting it over there? Okay.
And then we'll mulch the whole tops and then water inside that.
You don't have enough hoops though.
I'm gonna take the hoops from the corn.
Oh, because they're tall enough now. Oh, smart. Okay. Alright, I'll be back.
Can I just say, I am so thankful for the small select few of you who watch these allotment videos every Sunday with me. I know they're like a little boring, and they don't get a lot of views on them, but I kind of enjoy filming them and it's fun. And some of you have reached out to me on Instagram and told me how you look forward to my updates, and it makes me feel really good because my YouTube channel is not exactly very big, so it makes me feel like it's worth it. As is typical of me, I labeled absolutely nothing. I just know it is cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower. And so regardless of what they are, the spacing is pretty similar.
How's it going? After that?
It's hard with the mulch.
Why is that?
Because it's kind of in the way, and then these things don't have very strong roots, so they kind of just fall apart.
Oh. So that'd be annoying.
So it's just hard to do. Okay guys, so the bugs were really bad, so we kind of just focused on working instead of filming, but we planted a bunch of the cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower, and then we just covered them up so that way no bugs can eat them, or we can at least avoid some bugs eating them. And then Colin laid some wood chips in the middle of the walkway, so it's obviously looking super duper good. So I'm feeling good about some parts. This part of the walkway I'm not feeling good about. What? What is it? A radish.
Want to eat some radish tonight?
Yeah, why not? That's so funny. Yeah, I'm not feeling really good about these walkways. So that kind of sucks. But that's my bucket of belongings. So we just finished watering, and the strawberries are here. We should have watered the asparagus, but I think it'll be okay.
Where's the asparagus?
Right here. So, yeah, this is what it's looking like. Most of it's weeds, but anything that has any mulch on it or is undercover is now planted. And I have tons of cabbage and stuff to still plant, which means I'm gonna easily, so this one has asparagus. That one hasn't, this one I'm gonna put garlic in, so I won't plant it, but I have these 2 rows left. But otherwise, here we are. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty good about what we're doing, and it's really looking like a garden, and I'm sure I look nuts planting things on August, in the last 5 days of August. And so I'm sure I look bananas, but whatever, it's all an experiment to see if we can get some cabbage or broccoli before the end of the season. And then those covers work as insect netting, shade cloth for the heat, and also frost cloth, so we don't really have to worry about them too much. So, but it's time to go. The bugs are getting horrible and we have to go home and make some Big Mac pizza. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.